that cannot be intimidated by the government political interference in the judicial processes of our country. We hold the government fully responsible and accountable for the safety and security of our partisans and all of our assets at this national headquarters that we have accumulated over the last 20 years. Thank you very much.
So we stay here. So tomorrow will be so dramatic. Tomorrow will be so difficult. Where in the case, the clinicians are well prepared. Where in the case the clinicians are well prepared and the police who are well prepared. As you can see, the police are just they are stepping. So another thing here again, you don't know. So there's just a build up to tomorrow. Coming outside the main street, taking the principal road, taking the principal road, taking the principal road. Taking the principal street. They have already taken the principal street. So we hope to see one of the police will come outside on the line. So what? There's other questions. If they display their strength, what? Actually, will be some tomorrow will be part 2. Okay, so tomorrow will be so dramatic. Kind of share a lot. So if you just joining, we just got the chairperson for Junka Boston, who's documented calling on all citizens, all patriotic members to peaceful march tomorrow at the capital of party headquarters, at the party headquarters to exercise, to carry on their normal activity. But tomorrow we expect to see the evasions of the police will be displacing. Where is the case? You go. So that does it. I will pause here and take my leave back to the capital, to their party headquarters. So I think he listened to uh, their chairman, Stephen Jangat Agustin, who called it on all patriotic members to hopefully march tomorrow. Yeah, to hopefully march tomorrow at the capital, at the headquarters. Sorry, at the headquarters. But we expect to see more action tomorrow by the police on the act of evasions. So that does say Imana Bitomas Manin is how close the screen of the television.
The council even require just be getting you $1 million for the budget year every year. They give you $1 million. You're imbalance.
If I were president of this country, I should God show you his wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're not footballer.
Yeah.
A football the very country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to yesterday because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What will the book do for you? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Then me.
Connections.
For you, for too long,
All kind of
because of the critical nature.
No, he.
This is national headquarters. Thank you very much. Greetings to you all, my fellow clinicians and my distinguished Liberians who are listening via various media. For immediate release, August 22nd, 2025, CDC release on the planned invasion of the CDC national headquarters. The Congress for Democratic Change takes note of a press statement emanating from the Liberia National Police announcing a planned invasion of the CDC national headquarters tomorrow, August 23rd, 2025, a day which was already set aside and announced for a CDC mass meeting of partisans and stakeholders. This announcement was made yesterday, and today we saw social media posts from the Liberia National Police purporting to be executing a raid from the Civil Law Code. The CDC reaffirms a commitment to the rule of law, but will not be intimidated or harassed by the government of Liberia through the Liberia National Police. The case between the CDC and its landlord is a civil matter that is still going through adjudication at the Liberian judiciary. Today, August 22nd, 2025, the CDC team of lawyers have perfected abuse in 2 cases at the Civil Law Court. The bill of exceptions was previously signed by the presiding judge of the Civil Law Court, and today the appeal bonds were duly prepared and approved by the judge, the Civil Law Court, His Honor Judge W. Smith. And the bond of the CDC in these two cases have been duly filed at the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia. The interstate estate of Martha Stopperfield Benai was also duly served. We do not expect a police invasion of our headquarters tomorrow, as this issue remains a civil matter before the coast of Liberia. We encourage partisans to show up tomorrow for the previously scheduled meeting at the national headquarters, and we urge you to be very peaceful. The CDC remains a peaceful political party that cannot be intimidated by the government political interference in the judicial processes of our country. We hold the government fully responsible at this national headquarters that we have accumulated over the last 20 years.
So we stay there. where in the case the clinicians are well prepared, where in the case the clinicians are well prepared and the police who are well prepared as you can see, the police are just released their statement. So another thing here again, you don't know. So just a chance of just a build up to tomorrow. Coming outside the main street, taking the principal road, taking the principal road, taking the principal road. Taking the principal street. So we hope to see one of the police will come outside on the line. So what? They display their strength. What? They actually will be some of tomorrow will be part 2. Okay, so tomorrow will be so dramatic. So if it's just Tony, we just got the chairperson for Younger Boston who's documented calling on all citizens, all patriotic members to peacefully march tomorrow at the capital party headquarters, at the party headquarters to exercise to carry on their normal activity. But tomorrow we expect to see the invasion of the police will be dispersing. Where in the case? Go.
Hands up to all of you wherever you are. We are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here beaming with life and that of good health. This is the Republic of Liberia, where negative news never ceases. Each and every day that comes has got to be bad news. It has to be something that threatens the existence of our country, the peace and democracy we have enjoyed over the period, which of course, George Manuel, we are led and left with the Unity Party. This is where we are now. The country is going down. And of course, Socioeconomic and his team are doing nothing else except to see this country going down. They are doing everything they can. So watch out. We are certainly getting there. Good or bad, we are right here together tonight on this very day. And we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here beaming with life and that of good health. My name is Superman Godson. We are right here with you alongside. And I Prince Sharif, who's just joining, and we expect other folks to join in. Susan and that of William Broad, they will join in tonight. And this special one here that brought us on the security of our country, the peace of our country, and we think something terrible may likely happen on tomorrow, from what I'm sensing so far, because the Liberia National Police has now decided to take a political posture, and I will tell you why, how, and this is where we are, because this matter that is happening in this country, every other system and whatever it is now something is quite terrible that could be going on. We understand that indeed we are here as a people. And we understand we are to understand that the rule of law is all we have to follow. But procedurally, when you slip, then of course the rule of law is no longer that which you follow. The issue of a rule of law is about procedure. It is about procedure. And when you miss out on the procedure, then you run into problem. So which is very much important. And we are very grateful to the Almighty God that we are here on this very day. All right, so Prince Sharif has just joined us, and we are right here together. Prince, what's up? How's everything with you, my brother?
Well, Teacher Light, we are here, and as always, we give God the glory, the Almighty the glory, for giving us another opportunity to speak to our people. Yeah. But all is not well. Certainly. As you just played, the clip. For what I'm saying, I think tomorrow is going to be the defining moment in our nation history. Whether we protect the peace of Liberia or we stand against a dictatorial regime, or we kowtow to the evil, to Joseph Numa Boyka wings and caprices, and to his agenda of suppressing Liberians to freely associate with whatever political party they choose of their choice. Tomorrow is a defining moment. Tomorrow we define whether we go to war or whether the peace is sustained. It is too much, Teacher Light. We sat down and allowed this Unity Party to kill us. And in the name of peace, we said we will let it go. Members of the Unity Party, they've taken every advantage of a particular group of people. Tomorrow we know that there will be genocide and we will expose our chests to the bullets. We will not bow down to this evil that have before us. Teacher Light, great nations in the world may stood up in face of death and said, we will not compromise. Whatever the case is, whether we will die to defend this democracy, we will gladly die. Whether we will live to defend this democracy, we will gladly live. But gone are the days that we will sit and allow individuals to use whatever political means or power that we give them to use it against us. Enough is enough, and we are calling on Liberians that tomorrow, and we are not even calling on the international community because they are watching, they are seeing what is happening. We cannot continue to bear this. Our brothers, our sisters, on a continuous basis have been humiliated, have been killed, have been ostracized, have been massacred by this government. We have all thought that, well, let's keep the peace. But Teacher Light, tomorrow, I can say to this government tomorrow, get ready to kill us. Tomorrow, get ready to kill us. That's all we will say. But we are here, and we will be given the opportunity to expand on it more. But tomorrow is the defining moment. We will know whether the Constitution say all right is inherent in the people or all right is inherent in Joseph Numa Boyka and his gangster. Tomorrow, that particular Constitution will be defined and will be explained. We are here, Teacher Light.
All right, that's a powerful intro to that. And I always laugh of these kind of things because it's quite unusual that our country will be going down like this. And it's quite terrible, very much terrible. Our country is going quite down like this. So tonight's edition is going to focus on what matters most to our country, because tomorrow could mark the beginning of the downward trend of our country in terms of uncivil unrest. Very good. Or civil unrest, you will put it that way, or uncivil unrest. And let me say civil unrest, right? So let me put it squarely. Civil unrest. Tomorrow could mark the beginning of civil unrest. So that little things you may overlook is what will balloon into bigger things. Conflict don't start big. It starts very small. You may not know it. Small thing, and I don't overlook anything. That's one thing. So we are just here to tell you what is happening and what is possible. Joe Cooper, let me try to send Joe Cooper will join us now. Yeah, so let me try to send this to Joe Cooper, who will join us tonight, and he's not going to be on the sidelines. And yeah, I hope he can't, because it's not easy. We are all trying our best to see to it that we work it up, and so it's not one man thing. And so I think we are certainly getting there. And I know many Liberians out there, if you've been dreaming about this country going to war, if you've been dreaming that this country things were going haywire, if you've been dreaming that there will be massive protests, if you had ever dreamed that terrible things will happen in this country, I don't want you to rule out your dreams yet, because the signs are clear, obvious. These are obvious signs that could point to the possibility of your dreams. So I think for sure we are certainly getting there. So let's start up. We are here tonight, and we think with God all things are possible. But let me tell you why it is necessary that you understand what's unfolding, to see whether if anything were to happen tomorrow, who to blame. So I will set that basis here for you tonight. It's very clear that I will set it out so that whatever happens tomorrow, you can have an understanding as to who to blame. So we will certainly tell you that. And that's what we're trying to set out now. So let me set it up. Then the rest of the other guys will be able to come in. Prince will come in. The rest of the other guys will come in so that we can say it. Most of the dreams. Yeah. My man, Ambassador K. Praise Kedar, he said the dreams are all real. Yeah. All the dreams. There's nothing we can do to stop it. Especially when God said it, what will happen, it will happen. It doesn't matter what it is, so we can't stop it. We can't stop it. There are things that when God says will happen, will happen. I don't care what you do. It's not about AB saying it. No. So I'm just saying, whatever it is that may happen or whatever will happen, it doesn't matter what it is, but we are certainly getting there. So with God, all things are possible. So let me try to set the basis for this whole thing. I know in recent time you've been hearing about this CDC and case being in court. The CDC case is in court and XYZ, blah, blah, blah. And the guy decided to go for summary proceeding. Summary proceeding can only be carried out in a property matter where the party you are carrying it against does not have a deed. Does not have a deed to contest with you in court. But in an action of ejectment, meaning that person went and brought a deed and showed a deed to say, oh, you say the property for you, this is your deed, this is my own deed. At that point, it becomes an ejectment and not summary proceeding. Summary proceeding means the other party, such as people who occupy your property, you put in there, and maybe you have lease agreements, and or you're dealing issue about landlord-tenant relationship, all those kind of things, because the other party, they don't want to move. So the only thing you can move on is summary proceeding. You can even carry that to the magisterial court. The magisterial court has jurisdiction over summary proceeding. But the magisterial court, sometimes you don't want to carry it there because you have double, if you carry that man there and the man tell you, say, no, but the man has said the property for him, had to get deed, then the magisterial court will lose jurisdiction on it. Then it will now forward to the civil law court. So the civil law court is where you have to go. So after the Supreme Court ruled the last time, and then established that there was a landlord-tenant relationship between the CDC and the Stubberfields. At that point, the action of ejectment that they were talking about in now turned to summary proceeding. That's why they went to the civil law court. So they went there for summary proceeding. Now, in that summary proceeding, they also filed a motion for summary judgment, meaning the court just passed on the case one time because the other party, they got nothing to prove, right? But in passing on that, the CDC did file another application before the court. They're talking about specific performance. Specific performance. They said the judge did not hear that, and the judge passed on the summary and the summary judgment, thus giving them the property. So they gave them the writ of possession recently. But the CDC did, because that was a case by itself too. So it is also subject to appeal. So they did file an appeal. They did announce an appeal and then took the matter. I think the appeal was signed today. Right? The appeal was signed today. We have the papers here that will show you that the appeal is already signed, was signed today, and by the judge. The judge did sign the appeal today. This is the appeal bond that was signed, because when you make that appeal, you got to start it with the judge before you can even take it upstairs with your bill of accessions. So that is what it is, right? So this is what you see as the Republic of Liberia, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. The Congress for Democratic Change, bad and through its acting chairman, Janga Augustus Kuo, Liberia petition for what? Special performance. That's another one, right? For special performance. So this is what it said here. The appellant is against the late Martha Stubberfield, blah, blah, blah. Let's leave that one. Appellant. They said no amendment and by these present that the appellant respondent in the cash deposit in the judiciary account on XYZ, blah, blah, blah. And I call about that one. For and by these presents bond ourselves, our heirs, executors, administrators, assigns, and personal representatives in the interest unto the appellant that the appellant will appear before this court on this court or any other competent court to defend the appeal, and that the case, the appellee prevails, the appellant shall indemnify appellee. Yeah, those are some of the things. So that's a bond you got to file or so forth here and there. So that was done today. The judge, they signed it. That were there to be anything like that, then of course you have to indemnify the appellee. So in this case, CDC is the appellant, but they have to be signed by the judge first, that you made this commitment. The bond got to be signed by the judge, and then you can now go to the Supreme Court, filing your bill of exceptions and so forth to the judge's ruling. So that was done today. Now, there is a drama that being unfolded, and which of course works against the procedural guidelines in terms of the practice of law. So the CDC is contending that, number one, they were not placed on notice. They were not placed on notice. That's what they are saying. So the judge just come up with that, and the other party, and Johnny Momo, yeah, they say Momo or something like that. Yeah, all right. So they are contending also that though appeal is a stay, but they are saying that in summary proceeding, appeal is not a stay. You will still execute your writ of possession. That's what they said. I'm still trying to look for that law before I can challenge it, right? Or I can speak to it. So they said in summary proceeding, yeah, they said, but the guys believe that there is pendency. That means there's a matter currently before the court. So the CDC believe that you cannot evict them. That's one. But that's not the core of why, even if the CDC were to resist tomorrow, they will be right. Let me tell you the reason why. Let's forget about all of that one. That's not the core of the issue. So let's agree that CDC did not even file any appeal. There was no appeal done by CDC or announced by the CDC. When the court passes on a judgment of such and say, look, this is the judgment of the court, and then you are issued a writ of possession. That writ of possession, it automatically becomes a notice and got to be served on the party, the other party. To tell them, let's say for instance, if they issue something like that and tell you, say, this is it, there has to be given a time frame to tell you to depart. In fact, it is a sheriff that will even go with that. Before the police can come, the sheriff has to. The sheriff has to make a move first before the police. Because the parties will be in the know that they have already given this person the property. They now have the right of possession. So there will be a time frame given that you got to leave because XYZ is already done. In other cases, the party that won will even go to you and tell you, say, they already gave me this thing here, you understand. So I gave you from now to this for you to come and negotiate whether you want to buy or you don't want to buy. Those time frames will be given. Especially in instances where the party whom this rate of possession is against have already developed the property. And because of that person's property, you can even ask them and tell them, say, look, there is XYZ. If you want to sell now, if you want to sell, or if you want to negotiate and so forth, you'll get in time. You have so time to come and do XYZ so that we can negotiate it. Those are time frames you will give. Right? But that did not happen in the CDC's case. The Johnny Momo, the rest of the other team, there's no notice to the CDC. They wouldn't say they collected rate of possession. The next thing they went for, letter from the judge to go to the police. On what basis were those things happening? Or the CDC is just supposed to know that, oh yeah, that thing is already done. They want to claim that the CDC, it implies that the CDC is aware, right? Yeah. But the CDC has an application before the courts. Let's leave all of that. Even if those applications were not there, which I don't want to delve into, it is not the business of the police to have been the first party to announce to another party that you're about to be moved. No. The very party that Momo, the people that you see, so Johnny Momo, they're the ones supposed to even inform the CDC by virtue of this. The CDC, the code they passed on this thing yesterday, and so they, and by virtue of this that the code has done, we have given you XYZ time so that you will leave. Or that you will do business, and if you can't, then it's XYZ. This is what will happen. The last letter we ever saw out in relation to this property was way back in 2024. When they wrote and said that, oh, yeah, 4 million, 2 million, that thing that they brought up, it didn't relate to this other letter. If they had the guts to have written that previous letter, what stopped them from informing this party? But just short notice, you could say 1 month, or I'll give you 3 weeks, or so forth for you to leave. Because the sheriff is already set and so forth here and there, that could be applicable. Especially when the party was on the property, when the party developed the property at your acquiescence. You are aware that they developed the property. Even the law itself in reasoning will tell you that that person did not just jump there. In unlike some cases where you am saying, go and stop you, and I tell you, say, don't build. Then you say, you're building. And then I win you. That one can't have sympathy. The law said will not have sympathy on your side. But now where you are on the property, we all agree, and you be collecting money from me, I'm developing the property, and I'm on the property. You can't just come like that and then just rule out people. Now I know where the political nature is coming from. And that's why CDC is taking this matter political. Because for the police to be the one coming up with press conference, could you imagine? Gregory is very stupid and useless. This brother will take this country to war. I am saying it. He beat people at the national legislature. He damaged this country. This brother will take this country to war. When you see people going to war, is when civility has broken down. It is not the military that takes people to war. No. It is when civil liberty is broken. That's when people go to war. When civil liberty is broken. And who are those responsible? You see the police? They are very essential. They have a day-to-day dealings with the citizens. The severity of the country heavily depends on them. But if they decide now to say they want to be political and they put in themselves, it is not the business of the police to have done that. What we have taken, the way this problem is Joseph Boaka and his bunch of criminals in the lands of Gregory Coma, who's very foolish, very useless, very stupid. This brother will take this country down. And he's doing everything to take the country down. What will it take to say, look, we'll not get into this here and there. You read the people formally. Let's see to it and give them time for them to move. The sheriff, look, all those things are just very easy. What is the big deal about that? What will stop you from doing that? What will stop you from doing that? Let's agree. I'm going to assume that the CDC did not even file any appeal or whatever it is. or did not announce any appeal. Right? Let's agree that it did not even do that. The people get properties there. You know why you informing the party? I did have an eviction done in a magisterial court, in a Broadway magisterial court. There was an eviction case that my client won. When it won it, it took a week because we needed to give it a week. Let the parties be involved. Let them be informed. In fact, they serve it on them. It was on notice by itself. You got to carry it to the other party and serve it on them. You don't take the writ of possession and carry it straight to the police. You don't just do that. And that one moment they did. They took the writ of possession, carried it straight to the police. They went to the judge for letter. They carried it to the police. All those kind of things. It's wrong. Look, our country, the peace and stability of this country heavily depends on the justice system. If a party feels that the judiciary, which of course borders on procedure, is not on their side, they are able to act. These things are just simple procedures. You will still get your property. It's just to follow the basic procedures. Put the man on notice. Let it be recorded that he was placed on notice, that he's supposed to leave. And he resisted. And in fact, the law says, which of course on our jurisdiction, the law says the sheriff, they are the first line of contact. They will go and then serve the party that did this writ of possession. It was served, that is served, you're supposed to leave this property. And the sheriff has gone with that. If there are signs that the people say they will not move, then you go back to the court. The sheriff will make his return. That will serve this writ of possession for these people and told them say SYZ, they should leave. Whatever they say, they're not leaving. Then the court will now write the police. Did anything like that happen? Ask me whether did anything like that happen. I want for these guys to come up and tell us that any of the procedures ever happened. Did it happen? Did you tell the CDC? Did you serve it on the CDC? And they told you no. Which of course made you to now go to the police. And in Gregory Coleman useless and stupid press conference he just had, did he ever mention? Let's agree that it even happened like that. Gregory is supposed to have even, let's agree that even though many messed up on the procedure, owing to the political nature of this and the severity of the country, you think Gregory, if he has sense enough, he will not come to say, I will write the CDC that there is a writ of possession and the judge has ordered us on so and so time will be effecting this. We give you a period before we can enforce it. Will it not be sound enough for the severity of the country? Will it not be sound enough? But you just woke up today. You say, we want to be professional and we go constitutional. That's nonsense. If anything should happen tomorrow, Joseph Boakai and his entire team and Gregory Coleman, who is poised to take this country to war, they are to blame. That's what I'm telling you, the procedures. They are to blame. We wanted the lawyer, they're not carrying on eviction, who haven't gotten rid of possession yet. There's another one that even on civil law or could be. You tell yourself when it happens like that, you just go straight, you just start going with yellow machine and then breaking down. No. That resistance will lead to that. To ignore it. So you got to do it. So what is that? Why are these people taking this country down at all costs, no matter what it is? What is people's problem? That Gregory is about to announce that? Foolish nonsense press release he had. And let me tell you tomorrow, seditions. The guys, they have planned to carry drugs along with them to go raid. I am telling you now. I'm aware that Gregory Coleman and they are planted. They get drugs. They are taking it along with them to say they went there to go raid and then they even found drugs there. They are planning to do that on tomorrow. If there is anything you people can do to prevent that, you'll do it. Gregory is poised to take this country to war. And I will keep saying it. The reason people go to war is when the civil authority of the country has given up. And they don't trust the civil authority anymore. The reason you see people slap each other in the communities is not because of the AFL. It is because the police can't do anything. The justice system can't do anything. People will slap each other. The only reason you see people taking matters in their own hand, they say they will fight drug, because they believe that the civil authority responsible to fight drug, such as the DEA, they are failing on it. That's why the people taking matters into their own hand. So when the people believe that the police is now seen as a partisan police and coming up to them, they will take stands. And when they do that, it could result to something else. The military does not take people to war. These people, they are in their barracks. They are there quiet. They are doing things professionally. It is the police that can cause these problems, that can cause these problems. And Gregory is that face of war. No wonder that guy came from SOD. I know they say SOD and whatever. Look at the kind of man that this man come. You know, I don't know. They men from SOD days, where they used to sit down, pressure people, do XYZ here and there. Terrible man like this who was not even trained. You see what we are talking about? Tomorrow, if anything should happen, I am telling you, procedurally, they are wrong. Gregory had no basis standing up to get a press conference relating to that. If Gregory press conference, he's supposed to have told us that he exerted effort. Even when he received the rate, he wrote the CDC and told them from this time to this time, you got to put property there, and you just move on there like that. Especially when the people not owing anybody. They're not owing the people. And then something like that, and you know the matters. Why you can't be careful? You as police. You're just very stupid. They see nonsense you carry to the Capitol building there. Two parties want to go for you to act like a police and act good. You started flocking one party. They see foolishness you carry there. Why you carry to CDC headquarters? Why you carry to CDC headquarters? And the party have already told you. CDC has no intention to stay there. You already saw their immediate reactions when they heard about the rate of possession here and there. They said, no, we have it. And of course, we'll build another party headquarters, but we just want to set things straight. And the only reason CDC doing this is to set things straight. They're not telling you they will stay there forever. So if they go through these legal processes and they stay prevail, they will leave the property. CDC is not telling you that their property, they will stay or no. They are raising issues. And until the issues can be legally addressed. But let's agree that the issues were not raised by them. And you, Gregory Comer, no lawyer decided to look at you and tell you, say, they may a political man, you not let CDC business. So as a result, as a lawyer, I will just go to you like that. You, Gregory, you have the civility of the country in your hand. You're supposed to get second thought and say, they think a lawyer doing it, so let me play my own role here. Let me give these people time. Let me write them and inform them that this is SYZ. We've already been written by virtue of the letter given us by the court. We're supposed to be there, but we are telling you that so and so time is when we'll be coming. You'll have this 1 week for you to leave. If you think Gregory Comer, the sense that you're supposed to preach that is there, nonsense you said today, foolish human being like you. These guys behave like dogs. No sense in them. They want to plunge this country into chaos. By the way, Sheriff, bro, and I think you can have yourself because this thing here is complete foolishness. Yeah, we think for
Teacher Light, I want to just backtrack a bit. Few months ago, we saw what happened in Liberia when a fictitious and very wrong, diabolic and evil search and seizure warrant was taken from the West Point Magisterial Court. A document that has no basis. They mango and collected some kind of document in the name of they are going to go carry on search and seizure. And at the end of the day, the police ended up at the party headquarters, brutalizing people. Only for the CDC to go and find out that particular document that was obtained was done in a fraudulent manner. In fact, the judge at the West Point Magisterial Court said he knew nothing about it. That particular act was committed, people were brutalized, property were destroyed, and at the end of the day, nothing came of it. We said, let us let it go. Another time again, they went to go raid people around the same party headquarters. They end up again right in the CDC headquarters. This is an unprovoked attack by the Unity Party. What we are saying here is that the Unity Party is doing everything to ensure that Article 17 of the Liberia Constitution is spit upon. That particular article that gave us the right as Liberians to associate with our political institution or to be part of a political institution is what Mr. Brecker and his gangster are trying to erase from the Constitution. And we are under obligation to ensure that that does not happen if it costs our life. Because the only thing that is keeping that country is the Constitution. The only thing that is keeping that country is the law. And we cannot be the only group of people who continue to abide by the law and be victimized, continue to abide by the law and be victimized. It happened 2011. We said, for the sake of peace, let it go. This is a continual process. Why is it that always under the Unity Party government that sedition's blood will have to be spilled? Why? What crime did we commit? Only to respect Article 17 of the Constitution, to associate with a political institution, is that a crime? What crime has the CDC committed? That today, Boyka has made eliminating the CDC and ostracizing sedition his key agenda. Tomorrow will be the defining moment of the peace that all of us have worked together to ensure that it is secure. Tomorrow will be that defining moment where the millions of dollars and the lives that were lost in Liberia to protect this peace is going to be the defining moment. And that's the reason why we are using this particular medium to call on our international partners. This has reached to the zenith. We can no longer sit and allow Mr. Boyka and his few group of gangsters to continue to spill. Enough is enough. When you continue to run after a one group of people who do nothing only to respect the Constitution and to be able to exhibit their own right to associate, you continue to run behind them. There is a need for us to say enough is enough. And tomorrow will be that day that we say enough is enough. We already got an information, like you rightly said, that the police is planning to plant arms and drugs at the CDC headquarters. We already got that information. And that information was obtained from inside sources. The people who will be part of that raid tomorrow, 1 or 2 persons have already called us. They have already given the information that what the police is planning to do is to plant drugs and arms at the CDC headquarters. But what we can say to Gregory Como, I want to say to you, your children are here in the United States. We know where they are. You will not allow our own children in Liberia to run and not enjoy the peace. And you think your family here or your children here will enjoy the peace. This country is a country of law. We will use whatever means necessary in keeping with law to ensure that your family here in America, your children here in America, they will not enjoy the peace of America. If you think that you will cause our family in Liberia to run helter-skelter, and that your family will be here in the United States and enjoy the comfort, enjoy the peace, the rule of law is also here. We will use that same medium, what is legally right, to ensure that your family will not enjoy the peace of the United States. Because the peace of the United States is not for people who will cause chaos in other nations. The peace of the United States is not for people who will cause problem in other nations and think that their family here will be at peace. This is a different dispensation. We are not going to take that. Enough is enough. The Unity Party will not continue to step on us repeatedly, and we say let it go. Look at what happened to the party chairman the last time. He was buckled up, he was abused, and they assaulted him, put him in a pickup butt. At the end of the day, only after committing serious offense on him, they say, okay, my man, you can go. And we say, well, let bygone be bygone. Let it go. Let's keep the peace of this nation. The peace of Liberia is not upon our shoulder as opposition. It's upon the shoulder of the government. If Boyka don't know this, Boyka has the 100% responsibility to ensure that the peace is kept. Oh yes, that is the responsibility of Boyka. And if Boyka think that he will neglect this responsibility to run behind CDC, to exterminate us, we have the right to defend ourselves as enshrined in the Constitution. Oh yes, we have the right. When we think that somebody is trying to exterminate us, somebody is preventing us the right to associate politically, then it is our right to defend our own right. And that is enshrined in the Constitution. And we can assure Boyka and his gangster that tomorrow will be the defining moment. Tomorrow will be the defining moment. My brother, bro, welcome. It's over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Prezo. We are here and we'll continue to be here. You see, Teacher Life, my greetings to you, great man. And my greetings to all of our people that are following this program. Sometimes when I think about the UP people, I feel sad and then I laugh. Do you know this month marks 1 year since they carried on that violence in 2024 at our party headquarters? This month that we're in, it marked 1 year since then. And do you know the UP people got a strategy of distracting our people from the major discussion points by just hinting on the CDC scenario or eviction, whether that AB got it or what kind of thing? So these people, they are failures. If you check on the social media yesterday, they were all running around with a news that, oh, Boyka gone to Japan, he coming with good news. They always digging hole, covering hole with lies. And Labren people believe in it. Do Labren people, they don't know that even the just fight right now is a conspiracy theory? Do you know that? We got intelligent information that the drug that killing people is not actually real drug, it's a substance that they put into those things to kill people so that they can act that they're deterring people from drugs. We have a whole lot of information that come to us. These people are on distraction. They are distracting the Labren people from the real issue. Now, elect with the CDC, those who in authority at the national level to follow the law and to protect the party premises. I told you the other day, last Friday, that it was criminal in nature for look, the property we built. Let me tell you something. On no condition, I can challenge anyone. On no condition, even Europe, the Western world, all of our land, that people, you will be on people's land. In fact, it's not even possible. They can carry the Labrador case. On no condition, you will be on someone's land, you building property, the landlord not warn you. If the landlord knows it, one day they will not strike an agreement with you. Any act of you building property on people's land and it remains silent, and they allow you to build properties, and at the end of the day, they want to take you from the property that are criminal. Stop people from developing your property if you know it. The only thing that they should carry on there should be minor development. And those minor development principles, if you were you been in Liberia, we all were on Jamaica Road. If you go around one room, when they zing or they play leaking and you want to pull the zing there, you and the landlord can strike agreement, say I will deduct it from your rent, or they will say this.
Definitely, that's how it is done.
Thank you. The luxury properties that are built on our land, and today those people telling the CDC to move, is criminal in nature. It is well calculated plan. That's why the other day I was suggesting that, look, if you look at the eviction, they say leave from our property, leave from our premises or property with all your things. When we entered our party headquarters in 2005, we met only 1 billion. When I put that post on, I met with controversy. People think I'm evil. No. When human beings want to be evil, sometimes you apply evil. Even God has made us. Once upon a time, God was a dictator. Read the Old Testament. God was not a democrat. Like Jesus Christ came and brought democracy. When you do evil to God, God punishes you on the spot. He doesn't joke. That's how God used to operate. So if you want to calculate on criminality and say, look, CDC should invade or CDC should leave, after you have realized that CDC are building enough property, it is our right to go with all of our properties that are on the land. I'm still suggesting, I know that's my opinion, others may take it differently, but when CDC leaving our land, why we met there, why should be left there? Everything that we met there must be broken down. If people want to be evil, you got to prove to them, say people don't buy evil in the stove. Look at the illegal process that's going on. Where on earth you will go to court and the court the process stay on, and you're talking about police coming to, that's well-calculated plan to do evil. So that place should be broke. Every property will go, yeah, it's painful, but let it be broken down and let us vacate that property. That property, we need to leave from that property. Yes, we must absorb all of the legal means. And after we absorb that legal means, we must leave from that property. That family, especially I know spoil for you, what kind of human being you're talking about, that winning case, that man is that person is a criminal. They are not good. They are not good. As I said it the other time, that property gained value because of the presence of the Congress for Democratic Change. So for me, in my mind, we shouldn't be wasting our time on that distraction. The real topic today that currently unfolding in Liberia is the drugs that they say they're fighting in a conspiracy theory way, is the issue of going to Japan with 40 human being plus, something they criticized yesterday, that President we have never even reached that amount, is the issue of not sustaining people, teachers are not being paid. Is the issue of corruption, massive corruption, lawlessness, not honoring, not respecting the Supreme Court. Because of that, they never even wanted to go to her program. These are things we should be discussing. All of that thing is on a distraction. And I can ask the CDC leadership tomorrow to challenge them to the code that CDC shouldn't leave until all of the legal aspects have been absorbed. So those things then are distraction. They just bring it. Let me tell you, they well calculated the distraction. They know that their neck, people, we were holding the neck, our knees were on the neck in recent time on all of these things. So they brought out distraction. Yeah, George Solo there doing BMSP, exporting people. We expel George Solo from the CDC because of criminal activities. Today he joined UP. He own criminal thing with white people who want to come invest in the country they're exploiting. I hope they will take note and not confirm that criminal. These are the real discussions on the ground. But they want to distract the population to come to CDC, because anytime you talk about Jobia and CDC, it will make news and cover every other news, whether it is important or not. Many of you don't notice that. We shouldn't get distracted. Let us go to the real, genuine discussion about the evil deeds. That is the issue we are here for today.
Sure.
Thank you very much, Prince, and teacher.
You are right.
So, bro, thank you. You see, in this country, bro, if people allow the government to take our country back to the dark days, you see the kind of rebel attitudes that they are carrying on, they worth highlighting. It's very, very essential.
Definitely, for the record.
It's very, 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 very essential to highlight their wrongs. You see the reason why the State Department report came up and then their name were all flooded inside the human rights report? You saw that? Because we highlighted their terrible deeds. They're doing these things and we know we will grab them by that. It is good that Gregory and his cohorts, or Joseph Boakai and his team of gangsters, they are aware that they are taking this country back to the dark days. Because what that took us there is when government has failed on delivering and they resort to gangsterism, they resort to hooliganism, and they resort to this kind of barbaric acts, it will take us back. And that's why you see we are saying these things. These people, they know that they have failed on governance. So the only thing they have to do now is to say, look, let's tie the CDC to it to help us so that they too can share the blame installed in the government. The CDC has sat back and doing nothing. The drug issue, now CDC created it. The issue about Joseph Boakai failure in the international world, now CDC went in the US and so forth and campaign and say nobody should do business with Joseph Boakai government, not CDC. CDC left them to just go out by themselves. They are looking for blame game, and the only blame game they're looking for is to bring out these violent things because they have failed. So they want to tie the CDC into it. And we are here tonight to tell them that your recklessness that you are carrying on, whatever happens in this country, we want to tell the Liberian people who is to blame. It's important. It is important that the failures that are going on in this country, the level of lawlessness in this country, it is not the opposition, it is them to blame. And let's put it at their feet. Currently, as we speak, they have started heavy deployment around the party headquarters. The intent is to infiltrate that place, enter there, and now where the citizens got to be very careful because they have some plainclothes guys who are among them that are going to be dropping drugs in some strategic areas because they are going to carry on their raids. And I can tell anybody, the way Joseph Boga doing this country, anybody who comes to power, it will take years to restore this country to normality. Joseph Boga is destroying the country. He doesn't know. How you think we get any information? When we are said it last time, say, but now you won't get the police, now you won't get the army. When we are said it last time, what Joseph Boga was thinking? How can a party come in power for 6 years and then they didn't have people that they empowered who really love them too? You think that everybody in the police hate we are? You think that everybody in the AFL hate we are? There's nothing you will play that we will not know.
Sure.
There's nothing that you will play in this country that we will not know.
That one
Because
for sure. That's for sure.
You think that everybody hate we are? You think that everybody hate the CDC? You think that everybody happy with your governance style? Your arrogance that you carry on all over? You think that everybody happy? You think the police you see in the street who are being coerced to stay there because there's nothing to do? You think they are happy being there? You think some of these things that you carry on is no. They will pass through other people to reach us because they may not want to have that direct link with us, but they will pass through other people to get to us. Why are you just foolish like this? Why is this one great man turning this country into something else? And you know what they have planned to do too? They are not going there to leave. They are going to use the CDC party headquarters as police detail. They will stay there for a lengthy period. So you will see the visible police presence. They are going to divide all those areas and put people in those areas. Ego, that's something I want for them to do to these dog names. Very really can't, but I can't talk on the radio. Yeah.
You know, the thing is, Teacher Light, people must understand that we are not contesting that property we must be on it by force. But what we are contesting is the government using an unorthodox method to deny us the right as enshrined in the law. That's why we are contesting, and that's why people must understand. You know, we have this common adage in Liberia where people say, I will die for my right. I will die for my right. You know that dying is wrong. But why you continue to hold on to your right is because you want for your right to be respected even at your dying bed. And that's the thing here that we are saying. That property we know is not for us. We've been there legally. We understand that is for somebody. And that's why we have been following all of the processes, been paying and been doing business with these people. So what we are contesting here is the unorthodox and the hooliganism that is being applied by this government to remove us. That's what we are saying. We cannot allow this to be, because Liberia is a country of law. But Joseph Numa Boyka have shown to us on so many occasions that he wants to turn Liberia into a country of Joseph Numa Boyka and not a country of law, because we saw that when he illegally removed people from this tenure position. When we went to the Supreme Court, or when these people went to the Supreme Court and said that, look, this process of Mr. Boyka removing us is illegal, the Supreme Court told him that, look, what you are doing is wrong. What did Joseph Numa Boyka do? He did not listen to the Supreme Court. He said, okay, we'll suspend the people. And as I speak to you, he said the people are suspended using what we call another unorthodox method to be able to carry on an illegal act. That's what Boyka has been doing. So Boyka is somebody who has no respect for the rule of law. And it is about this time that we tell Boyka that no, Liberia is not your personal property. It's not for you and Katumu Boyka. This country here is not for you exclusively. It's for all of us. And the only thing that hold our country together is the rule of law. So we cannot allow these people to continue to do these things. Like my brother, bro, we understand that these are all diversionary tactics that they are using. Right now, we are talking about government officials using their offices to steal from investors. That's what we are talking about. We are talking about people siphonning state resources. We are talking about misappropriation of funds, where we are now detecting that there's a budget shortfall. That almost about $40 million was misused, but we don't know the A and T behind it. That people, SOEs, are taking money instead of contributing towards the budget, they are contributing towards Joseph Newman Brecker directly and feeling their side of contributing to the budget. All of these SOE, they are now taking money and saying it to Brecker, how you call a foundation, instead of giving it to the country for our own budget. That's what we are talking about. But we cannot also forget about telling the Liberian people of these their evil deeds. This is evil to the core. Almost like what happened in Rwanda, the Rwanda genocide, where a particular group of people were just targeted and said the people here will go after them. That's what is happening in Liberia. It's another genocide that is happening. We are overlooking this, but this is what is happening. Because everything that the Unity Party is doing is just against the CDC. They look at the CDC as a political institution to be their serious, as you call, or contender. So they are going after us. They are forgetting the serious issue that happened. Look at in the community, the amount of armed robbery that have increased. The last time I was listening to a police report, do you know that even rape have increased? Domestic violence and every other thing on the increase. Our nation is retrogressing.
And Prince O.
No, Sherry, just strike a point, and I think it's very essential.
That's where I wanted to come in. Yeah, but go ahead, John.
Targeted, there is a problem, because what I'm sensing, it happened immediately after the election. Immediately the election result was announced, these Unity Party folks in the community started visiting citizens, putting them out of houses, telling them, say, you leave. They started chasing people. They started beating. In fact, they were beating people in communities. I remember Dupolo, a friend of mine, David Flomo Jr., he called me. He said he was just trying to go in some group of Unity Party guys. They stole his car, said that Abraham William friendly. My man, this thing you just talked is very sensitive. These people, they are touching a group of people, and they think that they want to exterminate them. That's what it is. Let's erase them. Let's get rid of them. They are not worth to be. That is what it is. And this part ahead of this, for the police to be ahead of this is scary for our country. I think that what I just wanted to, that's the information I wanted to
teach your life. The essence of democracy is to have opposing views. And to be your ability to be tolerant, to accept an opposing view without having the tendency of which hunting the opposing view make you a Democrat.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the Unity Party, the tendency of going after people who opposes them, or people who oppose them rather, that is the tendency of a dictatorial nature. Now, they want to be dictatorial. They are dictators. And the end result of any dictator, because when a group of population feels suppressed for a long period of time, the only means they have is to raise war, because only war can liberate people to freedom. This is a clear-cut natural phenomenon. It's not issue to say it happened all over Earth. The America you live, that was the American Revolution when the British suppressed them. Because when they put you, is the first law of nature is self-preservation.
Mm-hmm.
When they put you to the wall, when you're able to pass through the wall, you got to bounce back with violence to give the space. Because you get past through the wall, you are human being. You're not spirit. So when they put you, you got to bounce back. So when you look at the way they're proceeding, they want war. And that war must be given to them when the dreadful time reach. That's why I always tell people, it must be given. Anytime you're seeking for democratic nation, you must also be thinking about the retaliation of the dictator or dictators. that are in the making. How can you extinguish those dictators by introducing, because the only language that dictators understand, that extreme violence. So we must be prepared for that also.
You're right.
That's why I always tell people, when someone tell me, oh bro, me, these people they call Unity Party people, the way they can take people to be, they don't respect your political opinion. They care less about it.
Right.
In fact, they think they are the most valuable Liberians that exist. Right. Those kind of people, you must be prepared for them on war. You don't want to be diplomatic with them, because at the only language they will understand at the end of the day. And when we want Liberia to be democratic, these kind of people shouldn't say, first of all, from the CDC angle, when you talk about democracy, CDC have kept the democracy of Liberia for the past 20 years. President Weah contested the 2005 elections. There was the high possibility he won. They talked to him. He accepted it for the sake of peace. He became, after we in 2011 or 2011, when that election was held, they killed people at the party headquarters. He still accepted it for the sake of peace. 2017 reached, he won. They still did fraudulent means and other things. He still called Bwaka to congratulate him that he won. So these are all examples of people, somebody keeping democracy. Now we have reached our ending point. President, we will beg you. When the people bring it, let's give it to them. Labrona never born only one person to be crazy. All can be crazy.
That's true.
And Teacher Light, to just throw a light on this. That's why we continue to advise these our brothers that have the opportunity to work in this government and that still have a future. And we want to say this, my people, those of you, especially you, the young people, you that have a very, very great age ahead of you and have future ahead of you, you need to be very careful. Because what Bweka is doing, he doesn't care. It's like an old man who decided that he's on his way to heaven, so therefore, or he's on his way to hell, so to speak. So let it just cause problem. I will not be here. Whatever happen, it will happen. And that's what Bweka is doing. And that's why those of you, the young people in this government, they must do it then. All these young people, you need to be very, very careful. You need not to associate yourself with this kind of evil, with this kind of gangsterism that is ongoing. You need to be very careful. Because at the end of the day, when Bweka is gone, that you and your family will be in the community. You don't want to create a situation where when people see you passing, they will point hand at you. When people see your family passing, they will point hand at you. Like today, Bweka is now doing with seditions. Seditions have now been earmarked to the extent that when people get to know you are a sedition, it's almost like they're running after you. When you are in a house where they got to know that you are a sedition, they're doing everything to evict you, to put you out. What kind of thing is this? And you need to be very careful, because if you people will continue to allow this to be, if you will continue to allow this to be, you sit without talking, tomorrow, prosperity will judge you. Tomorrow, your children and you will answer for all of these atrocities that have been committed by Joseph Numa Bweka. You will pay for it, because nobody will want to sit and allow themselves to be exterminated. Or if we go up to be not possible. Like you said, that's the first law of nature: self-preservation, defend yourself. So if these people feel that there is a way that they can get to Mr. A, they can also get to Mr. B. Bweka is creating a very serious problem in that particular country. Look, Liberia is almost like on a volcano eruption as we speak. There is a serious conflict that is going on. The people are suffering. You are doing nothing to address the suffering of the Liberian people. You are imposing taxes that are very much unrealistic. On GST, 12%. So when people go and buy their lay, what you call komikala, they go and buy their lay water bag or their lay gari, they pay high money for it because of these taxes that you have imposed. You are not creating job for the people. The people means of survivability, you are taking it from them. Do you know what it means to take from on the street people who are legally using motorbikes to run their businesses or to feed their family? You have taken almost about 2,000 plus person away from job. That means that they could use to survive, to sell their lady. Some of them they get their late motorbike, they transport people to be able to take care of family. You have denied them of that opportunity. And not everybody can work in government. That is a means of self-employment. People, there are people who they're doing their how you call transportation business. Some of them are drivers. They have been driving for the last 10 to 15 years. They didn't get time to work in government, but they're using that means to sustain their family. They're using that means to be able to cater to other things. So you come and then taking that means from them. You take motorcyclists from on the street. You brutalize them after lying to them that they must register. These people went and they register and did everything that you asked them to do. At the end of the day, you deny them. What kind of BM government is this? What kind of nonsense is this? Must one group of people continue to be humiliated in this manner?
And you see, Prince, one thing I'm gonna tell Liberian people, well, we should tell the Liberian people, if we want peaceful coexistence, we have to respect each other political opinion and views.
Sure.
No one, let me tell you, if you look at the UP, do you know that the UP stigmatized citizens that today live on? Do you know that many people that come up when they say you citizen, they think that you're stupid? Are you brilliant more than citizen? Do you know how many brilliant people in the CDC? The people come out, you stigmatize another sector of the population because of their disagreement with you politically. Then how do you want democracy to flourish if you only want to be the only political institution in the country that should just say yes and everybody follow? Is that a democracy? You must have opposing view. We must have opposing view. Today they are in the governmental cycle. What are they doing to rescue the Liberian people? Yesterday I was shocked when when Teacher Light was trying to play the other young man who was saying that the rescue people already rescued the country. They only all they are on. I don't know what kind of things there. How you describe that thing to be? So kind of when you describe it, say they are on. I don't know. Some kind of recovery, some kind of doctor or nice slangs he used. How can you rescue people and you still say you on a process to getting them to get killed? The people are failure. They have failed the country already. And when you fail, you must be fighting to correct your failures. You don't say on other people with a dictatorial tendency, conspiracy theory. You don't do that. This is a democratic nation that we have. And we all must govern. You must accept opposing view. And let me tell you, Brinzo, me, I'm not joking with this thing. We shouldn't take UP people for joke. We must be prepared for them for every angle in 2020. Now, let me tell you, these guys, they're testing certain things. No weak person can go against them in 2029. The only people that can go against them in 2029 are people with real man that double. In fact, it must be above them 100 times that you must tell them say you get man more than them. If you display that, you guys will think that we on fun and they will ride on you. That's why we pray and we continue to tell President we beg you, Chief. 2029, you must put out your thing on the side. That your Bible thing that you get in your hand. Let's facing the people face to face and thing for them to know who get man. Because our democracy must flow. If you lost the election democratically, you should forget. If we lost democratically, we will accept. That's how it should be. And everybody must work scientifically in every aspect of the democratic norms. We should work to also know our original results. These people are testing the water. You think the people are testing the water of real man people? How can someone wake up in the morning when the day break? They only need their own CDC. CDC said they're having a major press conference tomorrow. You jump out today at the same time you want to invade them. That's not being provocative. That's provocation. That's provocation. They know what they're doing, everything they're doing, they're calculating it.
Sure.
They are
Sure.
calculating it. So the kind of people they don't need diplomacy. They need real racketeer. They want the people can talk on it. They need to real rat. You think the people don't deserve nothing?
And
No, you don't deserve it.
one thing they are forgetting to know is that we have exerted every other effort to ensure that the Unity Party respect the rule of law, but they continue to just ignore it. Remember when they did that to President Weah? I mean, the ECOWAS delegation, AU delegation came to Liberia to try to intervene. And Bweka again disrespected them. It is not the first time. Since Bweka took over, look at where we are going. On basically, I can say 3 different occasions. ECOWAS have sent delegation to Liberia to intervene in this political stalemate. Look at the assassination attempt on President Weah's life while he was in the air. That again, ECOWAS had to intervene. This government is on record. We are not saying because we want to say. This government is on record of doing all of these things against the CDC. And we'll not allow Bweka. We will not allow Bweka to think that he can deny us the right for us to politically exist. It's not possible. No, it's not possible. You must create. Look, you came and you met the environment. The environment needs to be created for people to politically agree and disagree. It's part of democracy. Bweka, you met it there before you were born. It was in Liberia. You cannot be the one to dictate how it should go. No. There are fixed rules. When you try to bend it, it will not work. You can't go against it. You have to live with the system that we have. The system where you must respect somebody for their political affiliation or their political belief or whatever. The system that states that, look, it is not a crime for somebody to be part of a particular political party and to disagree with you politically. It is not a crime. But today in Liberia, under Joseph Bweka, it has become a crime. Look at what is happening. I remember when the CDC was in power, we saw what we call this particular, very, very good relationship between even people who oppose the CDC and seditions official. They could sit at one place and disagree, and at the end of the day, they knock their bottle together and they have fun. But today we are not seeing it. Today, when the people see any of their members or any of their official with seditions, it's almost like you have committed the worst crime on planet Earth. Joseph Bweka is creating a serious division in the country to the extent that even some of our colleagues, some of our friends, who yesterday when the CDC was in power, and we used to call them, we have fun and we share with them and what have you. Today, some of them don't even want to be associated with us because we are seditions. Only because people will be able to tell them, say, oh, he associated with CDC people there. What kind of thing is this? How have we slipped into this particular, how you call Abbas, into this chaos? How? When did we reach here? That we allow an 80 years old man to think that he can disrespect the Constitution and we say that we look at him? No, it will not happen. No, we will not allow this. We are fighting for our survivability. We are fighting for our lives. We are fighting for the lives of our children unborn. We will not allow Bweka to destroy this. No. There are 2 things involved. You either respect the rule of law or you exit. We are not appealing to you. We are not appealing to you. This is not an appeal. This is something that you must do. Look at Bweka proceeding at the Supreme Court, where you as a president supposed to attend a program that was meant for another branch. You intentionally decided that you will skip that particular program. All of your officials, they said they will not be part of that program. You can see that the line of division, you can see that the line that will divide us is very broad and very clear from Joseph Bweka end. Everything that this man is doing is intended to divide us. It's intended to destroy our democracy. It's intended to destroy our peace. He doesn't care about respecting the rule of law. Joseph Bweka is not one person that cares about respecting law. No. Look at under this government, what is happening. Strange things are happening. The massacre in Kinjor. Look at the amount of death that are happening right in police cells. Look at how the police are just trickle happy, shooting all around the place. We cannot allow this to be. It is about time that we tell Boyka to respect the rule of law.
Definitely, Prince. Our brother just joined us.
Yes.
Yes. Well, how are you, Chief?
Yeah. Please, bro.
I
Just-
bet you and Teacher Leg and just change shape on no. They can no announcement about my man. Teacher Leg do not small man.
Yeah,
Man, too tactical.
I know.
yeah. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm grateful. Yes, with that kind of impression to join you guys as we discuss some of those issues about our country, some of those issues that will put our country on the right path and trajectory, like Prince is saying, like William is saying. And I think it is necessary that we all need to stand up for the betterment of our country, to move our country forward. We must speak truth to power. Yes, I really appreciate this so much. So very shortly we'll go to the line so that for the public can get your interaction this evening on the program. So without wasting time, we'll go to the line and by
Okay, because I wanted to ask you a few questions, but no problem.
yeah, you no, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Go
So
ahead, bro.
what is the latest update with respect to the economic situation in our country right now?
To be very honest,
Prices, transportation, and what have you.
it's basic commodities. The prices of basic commodities in our country, continue to skyrocket, very high, very high. And as you put it, so if you came to Liberia today, Prince, and did your own survey, you will definitely get to understand that the prices of those things, basic commodities in our country, is not easy. Very high price, very high, skyrocketing. Let me just put it that way, skyrocketing. So if I just skyrocketing, you already know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I said. Because if the government, those things that the government needs to do to improve the livelihood, if the government is slying away from those things, trying to target political parties just for personal reasons, ahead of elections and way in 2029, the government should be thinking about resuscitating the economy. But you are not resuscitating the economy. You are there for looking at CDC. Your whole focus, your whole objective is not about solving the bread and butter issue, fighting to improve the livelihood of Liberians. You are there focusing on CDC. You are there focusing on 20 elections are almost 4 years away, 2029. Your whole focus, you have diverted your focus from the Liberian people issue. Now you're focusing on 2029. So it's a serious.
In fact, the major project when it comes to the I know that PA what it is arrest. That's about CDC.
Arrest agenda. So it's a very serious issue here, bro. Nowadays you see a lot of Liberians are languishing in abject poverty, extreme poverty, and they feel they're all around. They say they're fighting jobs. You see, like the youth, they are all around here. They're talking about carrying them to rehabilitation center. I saw the government the other day. I saw a release from the executive mansion talking about, they have set up a special presidential task force. If I say they're going to do XYZ, anybody who is selling drugs, maybe if you live in a house that is selling drugs, if I will arrest the person who owns the house and all of that, all kind of thing there. But what are they doing? We still see these people here. Please, if you walk on the street, for me, I live in, somewhere in Central, but for security reasons, I will not tell you the particular area that I live.
No, don't tell your place. We beg you.
So sometimes, Prince, when I come into work, you see, those young guys. You see Zoko, they're standing on the broad street of Monrovia, standing in a kind of zombie mood. They're standing like this. They just freeze. They just start like one error. They will stand up for more than 35 minutes. They can't make any move on the broad street of Monrovia. What is the government doing? These are issues that the government should be thinking about. How does the government intend to take those people from the streets? What is the government doing to build rehabilitation centers? Rehabilitation centers is not about the structure. It's about putting in the necessary mechanisms in place. What are they doing? What are the necessary mechanisms that the government is putting in place? So you take somebody from the street, they're going to put it in one building. How do they eat? They should be there because the thing is, if you're going through a recovery system, you have to keep yourself out. These are harmful substances they were taking. So if you take them from the street, Yeah, like some of them, we just did a story today where the rehabilitation center in Johnsonville. Now they are there. The Zogos, they are there. The disadvantage, let me not call them Zogos, but the disadvantage youth, they are there. They started complaining. Some of them is sold from the street. They said they have not even eaten. For the past couple, they said they took them from the streets. They are not eating. In fact, they're not taking jobs because when you leave the job, they say certain things can be happening to them. So they are interviewing some of them. So they express serious dissatisfaction. So the government should be able to carry food to them, provide medication for them, to keep them on. How do you intend to revive them? Those people. How do you intend to revive them when you're not creating the enabling environment, the necessary opportunities for them? So you just go take the important in one big building. Then you say you want to rehabilitate them. Is that what you call rehabilitation? No, you must be joking. That's making mockery of the Liberian people. And we must stand up. That's why we need to stand up. We need to stand up and speak truth to power. We have to take serious exception to this situation, because if we don't stand up now, if we can speak now, then it means that somebody will say forever we have to hold our peace. But we have to stand up to defend President Bouaka and his cronies, accomplices.
Yeah, those people, they already rescued. What do people call it?
Oh yeah, obviously they ask, because they have a family, they enjoy, they eating the best of food and all of that, while people are languishing.
I listened to one other lady saying that she did all the good for Bouaka, but Bouaka disappointed her. You listen to that lady, Prinzo?
Yeah, but they did all the
yeah. But the thing is, these are people that we told. These are people that show a high level of, ungratefulness to President Weah. You understand? She said it even in your clip. During the time she confessed how they used to take money. This is somebody who, President Weah respected and the CDC respected, but at the end of the day, they were the ones paying people to insult and attack. She was on Facebook saying how she used to send money to one other idiot, to insult, to do this and to do that. So it's coming back at them. That's what we told them. Bouaka does not care about anybody. The only cares about himself. At the end of the day, he has used them and dumped them. Similar thing that happened to our sister Mami around here. When she got ready, she felt that she was the darling girl. Joseph Numa Bouaka loved her. Hey, but now look at what is happening. She's now writing letter and saying, our brother, something happening to our brother. If it happen, Joseph Numa Bouaka, there will be unspecified consequences. You threatening our whole country because of your 419 deed that you enter in and think Joseph Numa Bouaka going to get you relevant. It's just so sad, my brother. It's so sad.
Yeah.
So 2023 election, they were all here. So we have to go with the Kush and SYC. In fact, and the new substance they have in town right now, they call it spark and die. So as soon as you spark, yes, can you imagine? So it means that this one is so terrible. What do you call spark and die? So as soon as you take it, that's why you see a lot of them are dying. As soon as they take it, you see, so bodies are all around here, all around. You go to
the suicide drugs.
Terrible, yeah, suicide drug. So like that one, you just call it death sentence, because once you take it, just know that you die. So spark and die. So terrible. So where are they coming from? What is the government is not doing anything? They said that they were criticizing previous administration. They seem to criticize. In fact, they are doing it worse today.
No, look, my brother, all of their criticism was about envy. Let me tell you something. We are just in different war, but President Weah is a prophet that many people don't know. Every religion, whether you Muslim, you Christian, you Buddhist, go read about prophets. It's not easy to just get an extraordinary human being among you, and you think they are not a prophet. All of these people, look, and all of the prophets were once upon a time fought. People went against them in their own home. So these people, they just went against Weah because of envy.
Oh, exactly.
Everything that he was doing was right. Yet there were few lapses. It was not 100%, because remember, he was a human being now. He's a human being.
Oh, yes.
But most of the things that went against him was just a mere envy, because he doing things, or he have done things that they cannot never do. Even in their next war, when they die and come back, they still will not accomplish it. Yeah, Tantan Bouaka said in George, we have some playing right now in France where I live with $1 million. So somebody who's on selling drugs, and a man who's so playing football, and you say you educated and they're not men, who gets sense?
Yes,
You not educated, you able to maintain your son selling drugs. The other man who you say not educated boy is son playing for million. That some people. I'm probably not going to the land.
So Zero, let's good evening. Let's speak our first caller. Good evening. Yes, go ahead, make your point 1 minute.
Yes, you know, the issue is like you can allow, as the always say, you can allow the kind of power, but you cannot continue. You cannot allow to rule. Not everybody that feel people cannot use the kind of power is really struggling, is suffering for him. And then that's it. That's how I would say that.
Thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my brother Cotton and Prince Sherry and bro. I thank you very much for justice for my my brother, our brother has to the public to me. I listen to everything I say. The propaganda and the politics what the private community using because you know following the law. You fall for our people. Our people shouldn't leave. Well, Waka work for you, water and you control the war. Nobody will be afraid. I will not be afraid. The better we told law that laboratory when they told law for the second time that when we come back, they will let no get sense again. They will never put somebody that will bring division in the country. We told the person that met over the country will plot to kill, and now you're talking to kill tomorrow. So we watch it to see if the way you gone and fire to the fire to kill 2 or 3%. Then I will step down from the country. I will not allow to do because it will be a tension tomorrow in the country. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for your participation as well. So we'll go here again. Good evening. Yeah, what's your name? Hello? Can you get me? So I think that caller slipped off. Let's take another one. Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. What's your name and where do you come from?
Well, this is Mohammed Donald Fana Jr.
Mohammed, go to the point 1 minute.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, I'm getting you. Go ahead, Mohammed. I'm getting you. Go ahead, make your point. Hello, Mohammed? Your line seems to be having some problem, Mohammed, so we have to go to the female line. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Brewer and Uncle Prince on the show. Let me appreciate it and Prince.
Okay.
I will ask you and see it. For me, I stand for, of course. My party is my party. You want to take job, you can have the job. For what it should be, number 3. I was little about people were killed. Yeah, but the thing you step and party that people have people 18 years old that they cannot show nothing. Within the set that we get to the common man, you can see the country and the use of propaganda that person we are seeing power all the day. It doesn't mean that you should take it for it. And those people that have the property 20 years old have been responsible waiting for you, not a day that you want to collaborate with me. For your life, they use that paper to use you, to disgrace yourself in your entire generation, because those people lay after your children and your children unborn children tomorrow. What also tomorrow will be leaving our home early in the morning. People will kill us tomorrow, will die for a cause. The earth will die for a cause. Today, history is still living up for them. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. We must die for our cause. Thank you. I like that. Good evening.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Cotton. And good evening to your guests. Cotton and Spencer Mohammed.
I'm Cotton Newton.
Yeah, and I call for my people, Cotton, down Coast Hill, Western Community. Cotton, thank you very much for giving this
Mohammed,
opportunity.
this is not Cotton, this is Newton.
Oh, Newton, thank you very much. Newton,
go ahead, make your point. Yes.
This thing that you guys are on tonight is a diversionary practice. What we are getting is Japan is a field trip. I've got it for Japan. When people like Ghana is boasting of 1.some billion investment. Joe Buakai went and carried our money and they just had a phone fair and they are coming with an empty hand. And the next issue has to do with the MCC. We are getting reports that Liberia is out of the MCC. When small countries like Toga and Fuji are winning MCC, Liberia is somehow under this inept government. So they are using diversionary tactics. The real issue of Ghana is the trip to Japan. It's not CDC. So let them be warned that what they are doing tomorrow is a litmus test for 2029. And which edition will be on ground tomorrow to to stand against it because it's a serious warning that we need to send. If we don't stand against it, 2029 will be illusion to us. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to make our voice.
Thank you so much. I like that. So this is a litmus test for 2029 election. I like that.
Exactly. That's what they are doing. It's a litmus test for 2029.
Hello.
Thank you very much.
All right. So we go to the diaspora line. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Newton and my man, bro, and Sherry. Good evening to you guys.
Mr. Niblin.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, welcome.
Yes. You know, it's so regrettable to see because of CDC political party headquarters. I see Gregory is calling for press release. He's speaking on Facebook, and I just look at him for long, and I said, these guys, they just full of deceptive attitude. You have people at that Capitol building beating representatives, and he didn't do anything to put stop to it. Only because it comes to CDC, something that is before the court, even though the court gave everything they're doing order, we know that they are carrying on the game because CDC have become their project in their government. And CDC is not their project. CDC, it is a political party. But it Gregory Common feeder that Liberia for he and Joseph Waka. Let me continue. We are in the diaspora, we will deal with people here, then the people on our side will go after his own people. It is thing that Liberia for their one, let them just continue. Even down to the police that will implement that will try to implement, we will go after them. I don't care. We don't want to know. That's the kind of country they want to run. We always run that country that are. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution this evening. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, your name, where do you call from, sir?
This is Lloyd D. Johnson, physician by loyalty, a resident of district number 11, and I join you from the Oro.
Yeah, Lloyd, go ahead, make your point.
Thank you. Tomorrow, that's the reason I left district number 11. I personally on the Oro to make my way to the party headquarters tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the end of Gregor Cuomo tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the end of Gregor Cuomo tomorrow. Anywhere he lay, will locate him. Then nonsense will start with it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Yeah, this is Andrew Doe from Johnson Fairfield, man. My brother, I will first of all tell you thank you for the program. And this is a cabinet going to the PRG. If tomorrow, if you just make all a thing, tomorrow is a dead game day in the Republic of Liberia. We challenge him. We spend some of all this 2000. I mean, there are some of all we have more than 1 people. Everybody this time of all, but challenging 200 times. If he try, he will be eliminated. If family will be eliminated, we will hunt them one when something we have done, we get the ability of doing it. And now we are gathering ourselves. We are going to the party headquarters, our challenge, the RG, our challenge.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, what's your name and where do you call from?
Yeah, thank you very much for this show, my brother. This is our debut come here. I join your discussion for Omega Market and let we are.
Go ahead, let's hear you, bro. I'm getting you. Go ahead, make your point.
Thank you very much. Oh, you see, my brother, you know, the only man that some of us as physicians we have been having respect for in this country that we still having respect for is some of us and we are. There are a whole lot of things that people have been doing to us, to the party and to physicians in this country from 2005 up to present. But all the time, some of president will say, hold your peace, hold your peace, hold your peace. No, sometimes the parties are institutions. Let him give us the chance.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for your point. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Your name and where do you call from?
This is the voice of Sabu Lifestyle. I'm joining you from point 4 to be exact with you in Zimbabwe.
Sabu, go ahead, make your point.
Hey, Zero, thank you for the show. Let me say good evening to a minute listener following the broadcast. But let me do it with you tonight. You can say, what game is joy we are. Don't give me power. You can say the whole world. Don't give me power. No say back. You like anything is not to take it. That's the way John we are. All really do for me. No, you take all that into rescue. Go on, rescue and forget about party. That's all you know, law. But let's say the boy, let's talk to each other. If I'm ready for you, I'm ready for you in my marketing. Now you tell me what I say, I see for you, but they are issues that the government told them they need to do, and they need to focus on. But you say you can't rescue. The whole rescue is to help somebody to ginger, to save life. But today, all the rescue government, to see our people dying for drugs. All the reason you can't rescue people dying, and you don't care. The way you focus on is Thank you for the show.
Thank you, Sabu. Let's go to the TV line. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
What's your name?
Hello? Yeah,
I'm okay. What's your name?
This is your Magindo calling from Tubo Finish.
Go ahead. Let's hear you, man.
Gregory Como beating more than what he can chew. Gregory Como should lead a sedition. Sedition not only where you should be on our way. And I care what they do. 2020 now, we're coming with real fire for them. They will not even see our heat because we'll be too heated. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for your contribution here this evening. Let's speak with this all present. And good evening.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, good evening. Man.
My better.
My better. Go ahead, make your point.
All right. Yeah, come on. What was the gap of Rucha? Super boy, we are better than you. They want to see to the police way. You must forget about the property what they now your papa say. They go get a property, they get it, they will not move. They will not move. You get it right to go to the ship. That your rule now, why is he the property? That your face is the now. Please, forget about the bad papa, you are forgettable. You get it wrong. Oh, say you must be all people. You must be all people. Yeah, this is what you hear me. You must all people. One day you will see the penalty. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much for your point. Thank you. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. What's your name and where do you come from?
Hello.
Hello, I'm getting you. Can you get me? I'm getting you.
Okay. This is William Frank, and I'm from Cardwell, New Jersey.
Yeah, go ahead, make your point.
Yeah, straight to the issue. Concerning the invasion of the CDC from the party headquarters, I think the National Police is doing extremely well to inform the public. The reason is simple, my brother. The international community is watching, and CDC is a law-abiding party. They are from within Liberia. So what the RG is doing is the right thing to inform the public that tomorrow there will be an eviction. The court order will be carried on. So citizens should stay away to not get into a problem.
Who you there, my man?
Hello. Good evening. Good evening. How you doing?
Yeah, good evening. What's your name?
Thank you. Okay, I'm Siliki Kuman, commonly known as Nima Siliki.
Yeah, Siliki, go ahead and make your point.
Thank you very much, my brother. This country belongs to every one of us. I'm please asking our president, Mr. Barker, some people voted for you because some like people bring important issue. CDC party headquarters should not be your priority, should not be your project. And to our other brother that on the other side, our lawmaker then, please, you have please got to get and talk to Mr. President to forget about the CDC party headquarters. Because if anything happens tomorrow, God forbid, you and I will not get a chance to go to work. The market will not go to work. They still not go to school. Please, this country will not wait for peace. So many years we suffer in this country, and no African country will hold on in this country. We want peace in this country, Mr. President, and to our Vice President.
Please, Mr. Cole, Baka is trying to spoil your way. Mr. President is trying to spoil your 2029 election coming. We Nibana elected you to be there for us. This time coming, please talk with Mr. Baka to follow the CDC party headquarters. This going to be to each and every one of us. We are hungry in this country. We ain't got money to send us to school. We are struggling with the motorcycle. Please, Melbourne people, 7-7, international community, everybody is sitting down, everything going to school. Nobody talk about any push kind of shot tomorrow. You are not got place to go.
Okay.
That's my piece of advice I got for our president. Let God bless the state.
Thank you. Let God bless the state. Yes. Peace. Shalom. Good evening. We'll go to the diaspora line. Good evening.
Editon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, Prince and William in the studio. My advice to the guys on the ground right now. Okay? Since Wagga want to make everything ugly, they will make it ugly. And my advice to them tonight, all the so-called top brand the police, right? They should start attacking their homes. They start throwing petrol bomb in the fence tonight. Let them know that we're ready for them. The war is about to start. Let them start throwing petrol bomb. No, it's serious. They're fun. No, it's not just. They don't want to govern the country. They want to bring together the town. Since it is their focus, we will start war.
No, this is something we not encourage.
Yeah.
We not encourage that.
We need to maintain the peace. Yes. We need to maintain the peace. This country is ours. So we must all work together to protect
the peace. People might die tomorrow because citizens will not sit there and allow that to happen. So if people die, they'll start losing people tomorrow. Wherever get a living, and start trying to put your bomb. Even the police or health for the start trying to put your bomb tonight. They don't even have a security to guard the country. The men's behavior all the time.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much.
How you doing, sir?
I'm okay. What's your name?
Well, I call you from name of security reason. I will not come on.
Okay, go ahead and make your point.
Well, thanks for having me again. Let me say thanks to the panel that is still there. Prince, we all campaign together in Lima. So let me say thanks to Gregory. There's 2 ways tomorrow. If Gregory succeed tomorrow and both of them they will not succeed, if they succeed tomorrow, any other person that will go to that property, they will not live there for the next 1 hour. Trust me. So even if they succeed tomorrow, for CDC will leave that place tomorrow, the owner of that place, if you have to a bare land for who in the family, it's not anything like Gregory. Nobody will enter that place. So let Gregory make a change tomorrow and say they will take over that property. The Gregory man said, you're not leaving people wait at him over here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's go here. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Nissan Tuba.
Good evening, sir. Let's hear you.
And good evening to your panelists in the United States and Europe. Well, Mr. Bro, I want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate Prince Sharif. Mr. Bro, it is true you're saying that family, they are criminals. You know, it is some comfort in the way that family is behaving to the CDC, really. And the Liberian people are sitting here, Mr. Boaka and his lieutenant, I want to plunge this country to chaos, and they are all those surrogates are calling saying that it is true. Whether the police actually have noticed it, that makes sense. What school you go to? If you have anything to say on the platform, just keep mute. Don't come on the platform and say something that is contrary. Boaka and his follower, they have a brain problem. That's the only thing I'm going to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Good evening.
Good evening, my son. How you doing?
Man, Sisi, I'm okay.
Yeah, thank you for the show. Mr. Hart to be the balance on the show this evening. This is my Sisi calling for Clarota. I want to thank to my children and the party headquarters. Jay Boaka came to rescue, and he cannot rescue the Liberian people. And the Sisi party headquarters is priority now. Now, can start the Liberian problem. Let him go ahead. And we do about the street to go there tomorrow. And you want to kill the city that they are playing? That he can run case or he can rule people. We're not owing the people. Let us say again this morning. I never always do the phone. I will not owe the phone. They owe us. So if we go to the court and the court win the case, you'll get all fired. Not yet get say, oh, we're going to raise this tomorrow. That's not good for our society. But say you need war. If you want to war, whatever your friend. Instead of us we're trying to get a cover. So say you know without nonsense. It's too much. What happened? What do you forget? What we say? Their father or their grandfather, they pay up back. And they pay up back water. And you get a cover. Well, of course, you get ready for us tomorrow morning. We already don't for you to come. And you get your God will kill your bring your army tomorrow to carry us. And the husband will judge you tomorrow. Thank you. That's one person. We all crazy. Say you crazy, we crazy more than you. What do you come tomorrow morning? So you better play tomorrow. Shameless people. That's why our problem for hungry and suffering. People pay all over the place. You know, I want. But if you are seeing to move upon the headquarters, what are your problem for your father, for your mom? That's for your father, for your mom. There is somebody in your water. And your water is for you. People pray for you. So what do you want tomorrow come? No, say go.
All right, Man Sisi, thank you so much. Man Sisi, oh man, a fire bread. So we'll go to the diaspora line and Edmond. Okay, Edmond car is on the line here. Edmond, good evening, welcome.
Yeah, me too. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah, that's a diaspora guy that is in Morovia.
Yeah, Edmond, yeah. Go ahead, Edmond.
Let me say hi. Yeah, let me say hi to our panelists, our parties. You know, it's kind of heartbreaking because, you know, I don't know where in this world, even if you had the right to clean your property, you can't remember where we took this property from. You can't remember. We pay money. We are not owing money. We've been there 20 years. And we are saying we're only waiting for the final determination from the Supreme Court bench. We are preparing. The last first profit that took place before this one.
Edmond, are you there? Edmond, are you there? We're not getting you. I don't know. I don't know what it is. A network. Edmond, can you get me? Edmond, I think you can call back. We're not getting you. So let's move on to the next person right here. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, Editon.
Good evening.
Your name on, Chief.
I'm okay. What's your name? Where do you
Yeah.
come from?
One thing I want to say, the great criminal. If the owner of the land, if they won't clean the land, then they follow the proper procedure from the codex and serve or note. So the proper procedure can go in. Our police supposed to come and invade us. Why did not give us notice? But a great try it. I know where great daughter going to school, but maybe Loving Brown school, and she can always come to her mother working with NASCO. She can come there. That the only child he get in the country with former married wife. So let him try it. We hold his children here that of the America. Thank you for putting me the time.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, hello?
Hello?
Yeah, this is Mandela calling from the Oro.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
What I want to say is that tonight, according to all our men, you let meet at the party tonight. Because when security men say will be there and tomorrow when is it, they need to start deploying, you'll be there tonight. And when we wait until tomorrow, it means that they will be there because men will start deploying and they will prevent people and they will prevent us from entering there. So we should go now tonight. And why we want to say, please, those people that are in the diaspora, please, why you say that you're more fun, you're children, and those are here, those, and you know, the men are never long, you're more children on them. Let them know say you must stop, I beg you. You're more fun, you're going to come on anybody tomorrow. Let the children get and hear what be hunted and something will happen to them. What happened to anybody to the party? I'm there, you let go. I'm there now, I'm going and then I'm on my way as I'm talking. I'm not there for the whole room. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Good evening. Hello? Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, oh, my son, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah, this is my waterproof defender.
All right, man, go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, I want to tell all the panelists, I want to tell our God say thank you. My son, let me tell you, the Bible says we shouldn't allow our sympathy to precede our interest. Unity Party people been hammocking with the CDC people since 2005 in this country. George, we are to power easily given to Joseph Parker. They couldn't think Joseph Parker could do to come back and start Joshua at his back. Coming to tell the party headquarters according to them. But let me tell Sidisha. Let me tell Sidisha. Let me tell the reaction. Enough is enough. When I pour, and the people were at the high. What Jesus said, he entered the temple and beat them with swords. And told them that place was a place for his father to worship. It was not place as a market ground. That people will listen by what says without people. What God will come tomorrow. Fire for fire. Fire for fire. We tire. We're not slave in the country. Citizens not slave in the country. We're not slave of the United Party. That all United Party will be doing for to all. They will let go. Everyone will let go. Thank you.
Thank you. I think Edmond is here. Let's see what we can have Edmond on again. He didn't conclude. Edmond.
Yeah, please, man. I'll drop off was on that way. And as I was saying, yeah, because like our old man as they are saying, the people, that is how they started marginal, thinking that they could marginalize us. When you are part of CDC, meaning you're nothing. Even amongst some of them, they have no ability, they have no clue when it comes to proper education, or even when you talk about the government that they are governing. Where even when somebody will occupy your property for 20 years? Oh, are we enemy now? We will leave. Why can you even say, okay, say I'm not willing to sell it today, say they're not willing to bring the $4.2 million, I'm not selling it today. The court has given me the authority. Let me get them 4 more and get the benefit of the doubt so that they can be able to exit the property. But then a police RG by a store door. That guy, he's not clever. He's very, very dull. How will you can have press conference telling somebody say today you had a press conference, say tomorrow you should go. We all have a property. How do we carry it tomorrow? No reason here now. Not putting law aside because we're not lawyer, but reason now. How you tell me say leave today, then tomorrow I pack or I go? How does it work? Only because you are doing harm to the government, you think you say you are doing good for Baka. No, you're harming the country. Now the tension that are not in the country now since this afternoon up to present, the news are up there. Who will come in the country with their money to come invest every day that negative news going out? You know how to funny. Funny, you know the party what the administration can be quarter. We are discussing Liberia, they're sitting there, they're spending on data to call, they can't think say they can jump on us. But you know what's gonna start happening now? We're gonna start forget about that person, we're gonna start engaging one of the community. You can't go to do like don't say to the say that we are like, what kind of put the police do? That's what I call you talking about it. We discussing with leader when we drop the land, the call up beyond the sea, we discuss national issue. But you say that depending on dollar, you think you say you can hang on sedition? Why you know? Why you know happening here? You know what we discuss here? Because some of you don't even have place to live. You're in one room. Some of us have food who got lazy that we can depend on anything sparkle here. We will be the attacker. Then you who got nothing, you will just take one class off and you run away for here. But how do we go with our family? How do we go with our little the achievement that we got? That what we can be talking about here. I don't have passport. I don't have visa in my passport stamp. Then you sit here, you want to play mockery on a national issue because you receive dollar to place a call. But look, tomorrow you call me, and hold you. That's it. President, we are down. Leave them with us. Don't hear no way. We will settle it later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Edma. So we'll take 2 more calls and we cross over to William Bro for his parting comment that will make your day here. We'll take just 2 more. Let me take this person. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, what's your name?
Yeah, my name is Ishmael Kamara, and I call you this evening from Kingsville.
Yeah, Ishmael, let's hear you. Make your point.
Yeah, I appreciate you for the program. But you know, the thing is, I don't understand why the guys don't want to obey the rule of law. And I want to say this as a caveat to Greg and some of our brothers and sisters that we know who are friends to us, who are serving the national police. You know, the ethics of policing is a police public service. You know, some of us were able to do law enforcement at a certain level, and law enforcement will tell you that as a police officer, you are there to serve the public. You are a friend to the people. But unfortunately, Greg is creating a kind of police in our country today that is considered to be enemy to the public. And so I just want to use this time to call on all those well-meaning Liberians that found themselves in the police force, that this service you guys are rendering is intended for you to be a good friend to the public. Coming to the issue that where the people want to use, lawlessness instead of using the procedure of the law to invade the CDC. We think this is undermining our peace. We think this is undermining our security as a state. So what we want to say tonight is that, please, if you find yourself as a uniform officer, please be able to understand that Greg will be gone tomorrow and you will stay with me. Because as soon as the government is out of power, Greg will never be police RG. You can tell me that if I'm lying. You will not be the police RG. So some of you guys are going to remain the police. Your faces are going to be stay seen, and people will have to remember you people for your good work.
Okay.
And so you need to understand that you have to provide professional service.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. So we'll take the last person, go to the female line. Let's take one lady, and yes, we conclude with the call section. Good evening.
Yeah, Editon.
Yes.
Good evening, Papa.
Good evening.
Calling from Johnson to Editon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Our brother and sister in America. Tomorrow it will be the history of the nation. Say we fought 15 years civil war and it finished. Say Bwakaka in power. It will be a history tomorrow. The whole world will be watching in Liberia tomorrow. If our people are in America, we attack our senators tomorrow to the party equal. Our people are in America tomorrow, they will go to Washington DC where from the air. The peace of the nation it will be broken tomorrow. I can assure you. Because a president will carry to the party one day by the lay down. The peace of the nation tomorrow will be broken. Will not be no more peace again. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So we cross over no more call. The call section is closed. So we cross over to William Bro, who is pretty seated. William, we can get your passing comment.
Yeah, thank you, my brother, and thank you to all of the callers. They spoke well. They are always in line. They are always great people who are committed to this struggle. We should keep spreading the good news, and we should not get distracted by those criminals that are in power. They are here to distract people, and we want to urge all of our partisans to troop in to protect our party headquarters tomorrow. It's not an issue of not wanting to leave or something, but it's an issue of applying the rule of law. You cannot jump up and just go to the party headquarters. There are procedures. I think you saw the notification Teacher Lab posted up from the same court. So you cannot jump out and just can't put people because you want to be witch hunting your opponent, your political opponent. So we want to urge our people to continue to support this process. Let us continue to support the CDC and let us continue to support the flourishing of our democracy. It is very, very important. So thank you very much. And I want to say good night and my love and respect to everyone.
Thank you so much. So, William Broad there, giving us his part in the comment. So first on that note, this is how we have to go home. We got to go home right now. We appreciate all of you for being there. We also appreciate a great teacher, Teacher Light, Prendergast William, who laid the foundation of this special presentation. Face the issue. Face the issue takes it's weekend break. We'll be back by God's willing Monday. So remember, this country is ours. This is all we have as a people. So we must fight to protect our country. So peace, the rule of law should prevail. Yes. That's why you see it says I pledge allegiance to the flag of Liberia and to the republic for which the flag stands. One nation, indivisible, that they can never be divided. Liberty and justice for all. So first, my name is Newton. I appreciate all of you. Face the issue takes we and break. We'll be back here Monday with another splendid and fascinating edition. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.